with the Creighton matchup being axed for next week. So this is what you've got on the schedule right now. As DePaul learned earlier this week, they were supposed to have a matchup with Milwaukee. However, that got canceled because of the snow. So all these different factors coming into play here in the early going, and the adaptability has been a great thing to see from all these teams throughout the Big East. As we get ready for the first serve here, it'll be done by Phoenix Lee, the freshman from Oakville, Ontario. We'll get things started for the Blue Demons here. And in there for the first kill of this first point of this McGrath-Phillips Arena season, it's Delaney Hogan, the freshman from Fort Wayne, Indiana, and that gets the Musketeers on the board first to begin this match. Served away by Hogan. Laid up for Nelson, and nobody there to pick it up. Evens this one up at 1-1. Blue Demons led by Marie Zidek in her third season now. Starting to turn the corner with this team. You've seen gradual improvements year after year. And this, albeit a shortened season, hoping to be the next step for this Blue Demons program as they progress under the guidance of head coach Marie Zidek. Krasowski puts this one up for Donna Brown, who tucks it inside the line. And the junior from Galloway, Ohio, looking to build on her strong 2019 with her first point of this match. Jill Presley, the freshman. Number of freshmen you're going to see on this DePaul team. They brought in a class of 5 as the service goes long there. The first error for Presley today. Matches the one she had against Marquette. The Blue Demons dropped both of those sets up in Milwaukee. Floated over by Brown, and she picks up another point for the Blue Demons, and that'll prompt a substitution and bring in Avery Evans-Allen for DePaul. Evans-Allen, one of the pair of seniors on this team. Brown will do the service, and that one collects the first ace of the match. And the Blue Demons dance out to the early 5-2 lead. Correction, that's 4-2. Donna Brown has accounted for 3 of the Blue Demon points thus far. And Kelly Franksman puts that one away for Xavier. They draw one closer. Musketeers led by head coach Christy Peffenberger in her 6th season. Both of these coaches in their first stops as head coaches. Peffenberger's tenure doubling that of Zidek's. That one's roofed right there. The collection of Jada Carlton and Kerrigan O'Reilly. And Carlton, one of those names you need to watch for in terms of blocking shots. She's already collected 10 so far this season. Just one of those players who she gets in the air and she will float there. Makes it very tough to get around her on some of these attacking attempts for DePaul. All tied up at 4. Kept alive. Sent back the other way. Overbeck sends it away, and O'Reilly will give the free ball. Evans-Allen rejected that time. Another try. This time it's the freshman, Hannah Carl, who puts that one down for her first point of the match. That gives DePaul the lead right back. Carl, one of those 5 freshmen that the Blue Demons are incorporating into the lineup. Talking with Coach Zidek, she told me before the season, get ready to see a lot of different lineups because this team just has that flexibility to be able to rotate all these different players in and out. Price rolled over. Price will go after it again, rejected. Now Carl. And Carlton mishits that one, and DePaul takes its 2-point lead right back. You're not going to see a lot of errors like that out of Jada Carlton, a 3-time Big East Honor Roll player from a season ago. There's one of the transfers, one of the 8 new faces to this DePaul team. That's Molly Murrihy, as that one comes off the block and good for Xavier. 5 freshmen, like I mentioned, also 3 transfers being added to this team. Murrihy coming over from Memphis. She's joined by her fellow Tiger teammate, Meredith Wallace, who will enter her junior season. You'll see some of her potentially later on in the match as Price goes off the slide and good. And then the last of the 3 transfers, Allison Denneman, coming out from the West Coast Conference and Pacific University. So all 3 of those members figure to see some time here early on, especially Murrihy, one of the setters on this team along with Phoenix Lee. And for this DePaul team, they lost both setters from a season ago. Natalie Hayward transferred to Tennessee, and then Katie Dolan graduated. So Marie Zidek left scrambling, had a freshman in Phoenix Lee who was ready to go, as that one put away by Evans Allen down the middle. And the Blue Demons out to the 8-5 lead. And then there was just an available body in the transfer portal as well, player that Coach Zidek liked, and you got Molly Murrihy to come closer to home, the Palos Heights native. Went to Marist High School. That one finds the court as Jada Carlton collects another one for the Musketeers. (8-6) your score here in the first set. Just getting underway here from Lincoln Park and McGrath-Phillips Arena. Place that the Blue Demons did have some success a season ago. They were 5-8, which may not sound like a sparkling record, but you got to remember 2 seasons ago, this was a team that only won 5 matches total. So I think Coach Zidek will take the 5 wins here on their home court. Krasowski, one of the freshmen, sends it long. And the score narrows back to 9-7. It's really been back and forth. Neither team getting much separation here in the early going of this first set. Served up for Donna Brown, and she splits through a couple of blockers and extends the lead back to 3 for DePaul. Donna Brown coming out and making a big-time impact. Already her 3rd kill to go along with an ace in this one. Accounting for nearly half of the DePaul offense so far. Dangerous hitter. Just under a 400 attack efficiency a season ago. Float serve over. Lee couldn't get it to drop in. Now she'll set up in system. And that one tucks his way down the line, according to Roger Ozima, one of the line judges here. Some of the other officials for you, you've got Stephen Morikawa on his opposite line. Chris Hallworth is standing down net side, and in the chair, it's Inga Restoko. Powerful swing there that time. Lauren Hanlon, the redshirt sophomore, member of that All Big East freshman team from a season ago. And the Musketeers get back within 3. This is Stevie Wolf, the freshman, serving away for Xavier. And that one drops in. Nice job down the middle that time by Donna Brown. And the Blue Demons claim their 4-point lead, trying to create a little bit of separation here in the early going. And it's Jill Presley, the freshman from Texas, to serve away this one. Lee couldn't dig that one out. And Xavier back within 3 here in this first set. Musketeers already with a number of games under their belt. They're 2-3 to begin the season. First time, though, doing battle in the Big East. We'll get you a little update on some of those pods in a second as Bailey Nelson crushes that one home. And the Blue Demons restore their 4-point lead. So Xavier so far this season, everything's really been local with them, as a timeout called by the Musketeers and Coach Peffenberger to talk things over here and make sure this DePaul lead doesn't get out of hand. But we'll go through the Xavier schedule in the early going. They won their opener against Bellarmine. Then they dropped one to Marshall, split a home-and-home with Cincinnati, and then came back and went on the road and took on Marshall and pulled that one out. So they are 2-3 to begin this season. They've got DePaul today and tomorrow. Like weekends matches with Creighton out in Omaha have been postponed because of COVID issues. Creighton was supposed to take on Marquette in a battle of ranked teams this weekend, but this is the only matchup you're going to get in the Big East Midwest Division this year. That's right. They split up the conference into 2 divisions. You've got your Midwestern teams all in their pod. They're only going to face each other, so you're going to get back-to-back games on Fridays and Saturdays littered throughout the year. And then on top of that, you're going to have one bye week. And in that bye week, you're going to see a number of these teams try to schedule some of these games. So I mentioned how Xavier, they kind of led things off with their bye week. And that's why you're seeing those local games against Marshall, Cincinnati, Bellarmine, just trying to get as many games in as possible, because the 8-game slate the Big East is setting up actually will not make you eligible for the NCAA tournament if those are the only matches you play. As Delaney Hogan, the freshman, puts that one away. You need 10 to be eligible for the big dance this season. And we'll see if all of these teams can really make things happen and get some of these extra matches in. And you need everything to really cooperate this year. Through the middle comes Hannah Carl. Thunderous slam there, and Carl gets the Blue Demons their 4-point lead back. And the problem, too, with trying to schedule some of these matches in terms of non-conference battles, again, these teams are used to 12, 13, 14 non-conference games before they get into Big East play. But you look at leagues like the Big Ten and the Horizon League and the MAC, and they're relying on a lot of conference-only schedules. As that one floats in for Kerrigan O'Reilly. Back to a 3-point match here in set number 1. O'Reilly will serve this one away. And the only way to really reschedule some of these matches and get some of these extra games is if there are COVID problems. And that's something you, of course, don't wish upon any program. So it's going to be tough to figure out some of these schedules and getting the necessary amount of matches in to be eligible for the NCAA tournament. O'Reilly's got the Musketeers within 2. On the slide, here's Price. Another big swing from Emma Price. And the senior with another kill, her second. She's coming off a game where she had 10 against Marquette. The Blue Demons 0-2 to start their year. They were swept both times up in Marquette. Again, the 25th ranked Golden Eagles, never going to be an easy matchup with them. But it's part of the rebuilding process as Franksman puts that one home. Again, you notice there's so many freshmen, 5 players on this DePaul team in their first season, and they're all going to see significant playing time. This is part of the rebuild that the Blue Demons are going through, as Price can't keep that one in the court of play. And just like that, the Musketeers have clawed their way back. They're within 1 now, thanks to a 3-0 run. The service error that time from Franksman will send things back the Blue Demons' way. But there were positives to take away from that trip up to Marquette. Even though they did not pick off a single set in Milwaukee, that ball tipped back, and it holds the line for the Blue Demons. Tag team effort there from Price and Donna Brown. And just like that, DePaul gets their 3-point lead back. They're 8 points away from taking set number 1 here. Rachel Krasowski, one of those freshmen, and she sends it long again. That's her second service error today. So she'll try to clean that up next time she's on the service line for the Blue Demons. Here's Jada Carlton. Presley goes off the block and good. (18-15) your score here in set number 1. Blue Demons hosting their first match of this 2021 season. I guess you could call it the first of two 2021 seasons that this team will have. Hopefully we'll have fans back here in the fall. Delaney Hogan splits the middle that time. Hogan putting together a nice little game here, already up to 2 kills. She joins Franksman and Jada Carlton for the lead on the Musketeers right now. Lee puts it up for Nelson. And that one, too much to handle for the libero Stevie Wolf. Nelson, one of those key returners from a season ago. Coach Zidek really only brought in one recruit a class, Nelson being one of them from last season, and she came in, contributed right away, and had herself a nice little freshman year where she averaged 1.5 kills per set and half a block per set as well. As another timeout called by Coach Christy Peffenberger for Xavier, 19-16 your score. Blue Demons on top. We'll step aside here in set number 1. Blue Demons trying to put it away when we return. Jill Presley will get things going here to start this next set, or rather continue this first set here for DePaul, and that one is wide on the return. And the Blue Demons now sitting 5 points away here in this first set. This is a matchup that historically has been dominated by the Musketeers. Free ball sent over, but it's sent over a little too far on that one. And just like that, the Blue Demons, with their largest lead of this first set, they're on top 21-16. Presley will try to put this one away. Just a touch long, only about a foot separating that one. And the Musketeers will return to the service line. It's Marianne O'Toole. Had an ace her last time out in the loss to Marshall. Nelson, too strong that time. And the Blue Demons back to a 5-point lead and 3 points away here in this first set. That brings Sierra Ellison into the match. Haven't seen much of her, one of those 5 freshmen. Had an ace against Marquette the last time out. Can't collect one there. Blue Demons with that 5-point lead. And that one, a nice powerful strike from Kelly Franksman. Franksman had a phenomenal showing in that loss to Marshall. A 5-setter that the Musketeers dropped. She picked up 14 kills. However, that actually wasn't even the leading total for this Xavier team. And that belonged to Delaney Hogan, who dropped a 17-kill effort against Marshall. Krasowski sends the free ball over, received by Overbeck. And off the block goes Franksman again, and she's off to a very hot start. She's got 4 kills here in set number 1 and is keeping Xavier within striking distance here. If they can go on a little bit of run, they can make things interesting towards the end of this first set. Lee sets this one up, and Nelson crushes it home. Bailey Nelson puts the Blue Demons within 2 points here. And Molly Murrihy, the junior from Palos Heights, checks in to serve. That one sails long, and just like that, the Blue Demons now 1 point away from taking home set number 1. Last year, Xavier swept this series 3-2 and 3-1. The Blue Demons looking to get a little bit of revenge here. Here's Price, and that will do it in set number 1. Blue Demons take this one, 25-19, your final in set number 1. We'll get you all the action you need for set number 2. DePaul looking to take a commanding lead when we return here on DePaul All Access. Some of the leaders in that first set, Donna Brown and Emma Price, each with 3 kills. But the real story was Bailey Nelson, seemingly in a quiet fashion, but she put away half a dozen points for the Blue Demons and did it in a very, very efficient manner, a 750 hitting percentage. Meanwhile, on the other side, Kelly Franksman came on really strong late for the Musketeers, but just wasn't enough. She had 4 kills in the sets. Donna Brown off the slide, and it goes a little long on that one. Caught a piece of the net, couldn't catch a piece of any of the fingertips of the Musketeers defenders. Xavier opening up their conference play today. Lee sets that one up for Nelson, and it catches a piece of a Musketeer. Looked like it may have gotten a little bit of Marianne O'Toole there on the return attempt. Evens this one up at 1-1, and Jill Presley comes on to serve. Miss hit that time, saved by Overbeck, and Musketeers just have to send a free ball over. Here's Donna Brown, and she finds the hardwood. Donna Brown picking up right where she left off in set number 1. She's up to 4 kills now here in this set number 2. And the Blue Demons get the lead quickly. Floated over, and Krasowski can't dig that one out. We have not seen Isabel Banez. She did not play against Marquette in the last game. She did play in the first one. Served up for Nelson, but too strong on that swing. And the Musketeers with the 3-2 lead here in the early going. This season, Xavier picked to finish 4th in that Midwest division that I mentioned earlier. The Midwest consisting, as the ace drops in that time. Nice serve there for Franksman, who continues to rack up the points for this Xavier team. Creighton picked to lead it off in that Midwest division, followed by Marquette. Then you've got DePaul in 3rd in that next tier of teams, followed by this Xavier team, and then Butler pick to finish 5th. But you never want to sleep on a group led by Sharon Clark, the most veteran coach in the Big East. Musketeers on a 4-0 run here. A couple of aces and some good play by Kelly Franksman. Overbeck saves that one. That one hugs its way inside the line. Nice job there by Marianne O'Toole, trying to build on her 10-kill performance, a double-double last time out to go along with 12 digs. Lee puts it up for Carl. She had herself a nice job in that first set. Just some timely points for DePaul, trying to get them out of this little funk here, down on a 5-0 run. O'Toole sends it over. And I think we may have had an inadvertent whistle there by the head chair umpire, Inga Ristoku. And so they're going to replay this point. Coach Peffenberger sending out Kerrigan O'Reilly to have a word with the head chair ump. And that's a tough break to have. I mean, talk about killing momentum there. You were looking at a potential 7-0 run because, I mean, Xavier had that .1 essentially. It was a diving effort by Jill Presley that did not look like she was going to come up with. And the Blue Demons catching a bit of a break. Let's see if they can take advantage, and they do right away. Stops the momentum momentarily for Xavier off the service error from Franksman. Musketeers doubling up the Blue Demons, although DePaul with the 1-set edge right now in the early going. O'Toole goes off the block, and the Musketeers trying to salvage some of these points back. That brings Jada Carlton on to serve. Did not play the last time out. There's Hannah Carl, the freshman, playing well beyond her years in the early going. Carl picks up her third kill of the match. She's paired that with a couple of digs as well. And Carl, been very impressive so far in the early going. Molly Murrihy, another newcomer to this DePaul lineup, serves this one away. Evans Allen, one of the vets, one of the few vets out there right now for DePaul. Big time block that time. Tag team effort from Delaney Hogan and Marianne O'Toole. Xavier gets back out to their 8-4 lead. Stevie Wolf, the freshman, on to serve. 16 digs last time out. Murrihy sets it up. Rolled over by Price. And right now, the Musketeers just picking spots along the back line. Doing a very good job of pinpoint accuracy on the returns. Again, you don't have to have the hardest swings. Sometimes you just have to find the right spots in the defense. As Carl did right there, went through one blocker and put it at the feet of another returner. And Hannah Carl with the last 2 DePaul points. She's up to 4 kills now. And she'll move on to service. Carl right now hitting at a .430 clip in this match. Nice top spin serve that time from Carl, and she picks up the ace. Some real impressive stuff here from Hannah Carl in set number 2. Krasowski does a nice job saving that one. Good effort by Presley going into the scorer's table and keeps the point alive, but can't come up with the block. And a nice job there by Delaney Hogan to put it away. 10-6, the Musketeers lead in set number 2. Blue Demons claim the first 25-19. Xavier trying to get right back in this one and not let the Blue Demons get out to the early lead. Off the block. Oh, no, no touch that time. Just too much off of the hand of Avery Evans-Allen. And it's the largest lead the Musketeers have had all afternoon. They're on top 5 here in set number 2. Tipped over. Kept alive. And a 4th hit. Blue Demons 14-16 a season ago, including 6-12 in the Big East. But much of the failure that this team suffered a season ago came sandwiched right in the middle. They came out on fire. 8 of their first 9 games ended in victories, and then they closed out the year in Big East play, winning 3 of 4, including a tough match against Creighton, which they did not win, but they played tough with one of the top teams in the country and a team that went deep before losing to Minnesota in the NCAA tournament, as Presley gets the kill that time. They also took down Villanova, which was a big win and a big stepping stone for this Blue Demons program, because heading into that match, DePaul was just 2-20 against the Wildcats. So it's all about the little monuments that you pick up along the way, especially for a rebuilding program like the Blue Demons. That one's set down for the Blue Demons, and just like that, they're starting to craft a little run of their own. They've picked up 2 in a row here. Nice no-look feed that time from Kerrigan O'Reilly. Crafty move for the sophomore right side. Also doubles as the setter, the only setter, in fact, on this entire Xavier roster. Forced into running that 5-1 system for Coach Peffenberger. Real student of the game that has really taken everything in stride and done a nice job of keeping this team even keel through some of the tough moments. Krasowski had a nice dig there, but the Blue Demons could not close out the points. Nelson sent that one a touch long. Nelson with the team high right now, 7 kills. That leads all players in this match. Presley tried to float that one over. Off the block. And Presley trying to argue that that one tucked itself inside the line, but Chris Hallworth, our side official, says that did not make its way inside. And a timeout called by Coach Zidek. With the Blue Demons down by 6, their largest deficit they've faced so far today. We'll see if they can get a little bit of an offensive run going when we return. Blue Demons come out of the timeout and are looking to get some offensive momentum back. They trail by 6. Counted up to 7 now off of the block. So Blue Demons trying to find their way back in this one. They are up a set right now, 1-0 the edge for DePaul. But they would love to get out and try to make this a quick one, because they'll be right back at it tomorrow. And who better to provide a little bit of a spark than Donna Brown, the junior, having herself a nice start to the year, nice start to this match, already with 5 kills so far, but has been a little silent here in set number 2, just her first put away. And Brown, she probably wishes she could have that one back, just floated it over the net, and then an easy kill that time for Jada Carlton. Musketeers with the hefty edge here in set number 2. They're on top by 7. Kelly Franksman to serve this one away. And a double hit that time. Pulls DePaul back within half a dozen. One of the things that the Blue Demons are really looking forward to, and this comes with those 8 newcomers, all of which are expecting to see a lot of playing time, it's the fact that there's a lot of depth on this DePaul team. You will be seeing a lot of players out there, so don't expect fatigue to necessarily play a huge role in the Blue Demons' makeup this year. They've got the 8 newcomers along with the 7 returners, 4 of which were starters from a season ago, as that point stays in for Xavier. Extends the lead to 18-11. Jada Carlton on to serve. Third in the Big East 2 seasons ago in blocks. That came in her freshman season as well. Carl is silenced at the net. Delaney Hogan playing some fantastic defense there. She's been all over the court. Seems like whenever Xavier needs to stop a run or continue one of their own, she's the one who's stepped up and made a big play. And some confusion, lack of communication that time, and a 4th contact made by the Blue Demons, who are starting to let this one slip away here in the second set. Even though DePaul won that first set, they were never really able to separate. That 6-point margin was indeed the largest differential the Blue Demons had all of that first set. And a whistle and a double hit that time. Just a setting error out of the hands of Kerrigan O'Reilly. Again, only setter on this team, so playing through the lumps right now, and she's still young, too, a sophomore. Student of the game that's learning every single match. So Blue Demons back with an A. Let's see if they've got a little run in them here. It's starting to get late. Emma Price can't penetrate the defense. And that one off the net and can't collect any sort of reset into the system that time for the Blue Demons, who are back to a 9-point hole. That sends Stevie Wolf in to serve. Evans Allen catches the back line that time. If you're DePaul, you can't afford to be trading points, which we've seen them do over the last couple. It's been a back and forth, back and forth. Some violations on each side, a couple of clean kills. They're going to need to make a run. This is the time you got to make your move. Nice job through the middle for Kerrigan O'Reilly. Jack of all trades that time. Tried to set up some of her outside hitters like Franksman, and then eventually says, you know what, I'll take care of this myself, and found the soft spot in the defense. 3 points to go here for Xavier. Trying to even this one up at one set apiece. That one just tucks its way in. I don't know if Hannah Carl liked that call, but it's the one she got from Roger Ozima. O'Toole served that one away. Nice job. Evans Allen just overpowering the defense that time. Going to be tough to claw back. Krasowski, that one may have been on its way out of play. Blocked that time, but out of play. And that brings the Musketeers 1 point away from taking this second set. And it'll be Alyssa Overbeck. Xavier, the 10-point lead. Price, not going to die easy, though. Emma Price collects her fourth kill of the match. And Phoenix Lee will come on for the service. Pair of aces last time out against Marquette. The Canadian national team setter will put this one into play. There's Bailey Nelson. She was quiet in the second set, but trying to get a little something going for DePaul here as the second set nears a finish. Nelson with a game-high 8 kills. Leads both teams. That one floated over. And from the back row, it's O'Reilly to close out this second set. Xavier dominant, a 9-point differential, and we are tied up at 1 set apiece. Come back for a pivotal third when we return here on DePaul All Access. Back inside McGrath-Phillips Arena, all tied up at 1 apiece. Blue Demon took the first set 25-19, and then Xavier exacted its revenge in a little more convincing fashion, 25-16 in set number 2. So a big-time third set coming up here, and this is where you notice some of the little things, the little changes that have been brought about because of COVID-19. Obviously, you see on the court the players are wearing masks, but you're not seeing the bench switches anymore. It's just some of the little things like that. Teams aren't switching sides of the court. And it's one of those things that it's just a little things that COVID-19 is having its impact on here in this 2021 season. And in fact, you're going to get a second 2021 season once we get to the fall. Blue Demons with a big block there from Evans Allen. Little spinner that time out of the hand of Jill Presley, but nothing coming of it. And it tucks itself inside the line. Nice job on the outside that time by Jada Carlton, who just hung in the air to put that one away. And it's the Musketeers who strike first here in set number 3. Carlton will serve. Bailey Nelson grabs the line that time. Nelson already up to 9 kills in this one. Phoenix Lee set that one up as well. She's up to 15 assists in the match. Nelson trying to pick up another there. Nice defense played by the Musketeers. And that time, what do we have? A double hit. Yep. Xavier takes it right back. First couple points, always sort of a feeling out process, especially between conference foes that know each other so well. Here's Donna Brown. Nobody home. And the Blue Demons and Musketeers continue trading points back and forth. Donna Brown on to serve. She's already got an ace so far today. Did a bulk of the scoring in that first set for DePaul. Had the 4 kills and an ace. Nice job on the outside that time. Hannah Carl putting it home. Carl was great in that first set. Had her spurts in the second and now picks up her 5th kill of the match here in set number 3. End over end serve from Brown, and she can't dig it out from the back row. Marianne O'Toole will serve this one away. Lee sets it up, and Coral is rejected. The back and forth continues here. There's Carl that time, and she'll pick off this point. Off the fingertips of the front line for Xavier, and that sent that point out of whack. That brings Molly Murrihy in to serve. A good one at that. Forces the free ball, and now DePaul can get into system. Evans Allen, a little too strong that time. It was a good serve there by Murray, is about as good as you can get without an ace being called. She'll have a quick chat now with the chair umpire, Inga Reztoko. Not sure what's being discussed. Maybe if there was a fingertip or something. Whatever the clamoring is, it's not going to end up going to Paul's way, it appears. And so Xavier maintains that 5-4 lead. And here's Alyssa Overbeck on to serve. Evans Allen through the middle and home. Evans Allen, a little more of a quiet match for her, but she's up to 4 kills now. Also has contributed with a block. Here's Carl to serve the freshman. Sent back. Nice job, Evans Allen, that time with the active hands. Here's Price. Kept alive by Krasowski. O'Toole can't come up with it. Nice dig out that time by O'Toole. She's been all over the court. And that one off the fingertips and good for Xavier. Kerrigan O'Reilly on to serve here. She's the one who Coach Peffenberger says has made the biggest improvements year to year. Going from being a freshman, just kind of learning the system, and now being the only setter on the team and kind of the rock that the Xavier team leans on as they start to separate a little bit here. They're up to a 7-5 lead. Starting to make a little bit of an offensive run here in set number 3, all tied up at 1 apiece. Nice job there by Price, using the patience. Carlton mishit on that one, and it ties us up at 7. Krasowski doing the service here, one of those 5 freshmen on the team, a 2-time All-American by prep volleyball. Comes from a very athletic bloodline as well. Father Brian played football at Wisconsin, has a brother, Brian, who wrestles at Penn, and then her sister Elena, a soccer player at Dubuque. As Emma Price puts that one away, and DePaul now making the run. It looked like you saw Xavier would start to pull away a little bit, but the Blue Demons staying resilient and answering with a 3-0 offensive stretch. That one off a fingertip and good. Didn't see who that one went off of from our vantage point here. We're about head on at the top of the grandstands here. That brings Franksman on to serve. Price. And that one off the block and good. Just teetering above that net. If that maybe skips one more time off the top of the net, it may take just enough heat off to keep it in play, but instead it gives DePaul the lead right back. Through the block goes Laura Hanlon, a preseason All-Big East player this season. Hanlon a little quiet in this one, only 4 kills so far. She also has contributed a couple of blocks, so maybe just having a nicely quiet game as Donna Brown comes through the middle and crushes that one home. That might be the most powerful swing we've seen from a player so far today. Just that quick arm for the preseason All-Big East first teamer. An All-Big East team from a season ago as well. Skied all the way back. And another point clocking in for the Blue Demons. Presley, the high school All-American from a season ago. Nice power through the middle that time. Delaney Hogan. We have seen the freshmen on both sides really make an impact in this one. You look for DePaul, and you see it out of Hannah Carl. And, of course, you're seeing it with Phoenix Lee, who's leading the team in assists right now. She's got 20. And then on the other side, Delaney Hogan. Whenever Xavier needs a big point, it has been Hogan that has stepped up to kill a couple runs and then spark or continue some others. Back and forth at the net, and that one drops inside. Donna Brown with the active movement that time. You saw her on the left side. You saw her on the right side. And now you'll see her from the service line here, trying to pad this 2-point DePaul lead. That one sails wide. Blue Demons with their largest lead of this set. They're on top 13-10. DePaul took the first. Xavier claimed the second. And Donna Brown punches that one into the net for the service error. It's not what you want to see when you're trying to build a little separation there as Brown checks out. Krasowski in at the libero spot. Nelson, nice job there. And a free ball sent over. Lee serves it up for Carl. Line drive was met that time. And it came through for Hogan. Delaney Hogan up to 6 kills now, including 2 very big ones. And the Blue Demons came over the net that time. Thought it may have actually been the other way. It looked like Xavier may have been the aggressors on that, but instead we've got ourselves a tied third set at 13, thanks to a 3-0 run by Xavier. Returned straight into the net, and the Blue Demons claim this lead right back. The Xavier team, one that had a lot of youth a season ago, 6 freshmen, and at times it was the underclassmen who were saying, why are we the ones that are asked to lead? Why are we the ones that have to step up in all of these big moments? And Coach Peffenberger says, well, who else is it going to be? I mean, there's no line for you to wait in to get on the court. And they kind of got thrown right into the fire. Overall, a good experience for Xavier, a team that was 11-17. But how about this, 8-10 in the Big East? They just really struggled in the non-conference play and played about 500. Once they got into the league, they finished 6th in the conference, 1 spot ahead of DePaul, as Avery Evans-Allen puts that one home for the Blue Demons, and they'll claim their lead right back. That brings Hannah Carl on. You know, the tough thing for DePaul, they're the ones with the freshmen this year. 5 freshmen on this team, all of which are going to see significant time. And in a shortened offseason, as Kelly Franksman goes off the block on that one, the toughest part in this shortened offseason is getting these players to gel. Sure, they got the 6 extra months, which really helps, but you can never replicate a game-like atmosphere. And the Blue Demons got a taste of that in the first meetings with Marquette to open up the season, as a net violation comes in that time against the Musketeers, and the Blue Demons claim their lead right back. It has been back and forth here in set number 3. This is the point where we usually see, at least so far in this match, a team start to separate. But the tension building here in the third set. Neither program wants to be the first to make the big mistake and spark the rally on the other side. Served up for Presley. Xavier has to send the free ball. Nice job there by Donna Brown as the Blue Demons took advantage of a couple nice attacks and finally cashed it in. Donna Brown picking it up here in set number 3. She's already up to 4 kills. That being in this set alone. She's got 9 now in the entire match. Nelson, she's been critical today. She leads the team and all hitters with 11 kills as a block by Nelson and Brown that time. And now the Blue Demons looking to create a little of an edge here. They're on top 18-16, and Coach Peffenberger wants to talk things over before the lead stretches too much. 18-16, critical third set. We'll have more for you on the other side here on DePaul All Access. Blue Demons serving here out of the timeout from Coach Peffenberger. It'll be Phoenix Lee to put it back into play. Blue Demons starting to create a little bit of separation here, but off the fingertips of Presley and Brown. And the Musketeers will pick up this point. That brings Ellie Chafee on to serve. Haven't seen a whole ton of Chafee so far, only the 1 kill. Did not appear in the last set, or the one prior to that as well. This is her first bit of action, and she makes a nice dig right there. Presley, and can't come up with it. Franksman tried to save it, and the Blue Demons gained their 2-point lead right back. It'll be Presley to serve this one, coming off a 7-kill performance against Marquette. Blue Demons wanted to reach over the net, and they'll get it. A little bit of a late whistle that time. And now DePaul with the 3-point lead heading down the final stretch here. 5 to go for the Blue Demons. Trying to pick up this critical third set, all tied up at 1 apiece. Nice dig by Krasowski. And a net violation. Coach Zidek didn't like it. It looked like it may have even come from the other side as well. It won't matter. The cries and pleas from the DePaul bench. And Stevie Wolf will serve this away. There's Nelson. She finds the turf. Bailey Nelson putting together one of her best performances as a member of the Blue Demons, up to 11 kills right now and doing it pretty efficiently at a .375 hitting percentage. Good serve there that time out of the back row from Presley. Evans Allen is roofed. And it's back to a 2-point game. Blue Demons just need 4 to go here. Here's Marianne O'Toole. Evans Allen brings the power and the point. Just hit it off the right hands there. A little shaky at the net that time by Xavier. You may have been able to see Coach Peffenberger leaning her way a little to the left, saying, go straight up. You don't have to angle for that one as much. That way you won't have the off hits. Molly Murrihy on. And a miss hit that time. The set that came in from Delaney Hogan tripped up Franksman, put her off balance, and Coach Peffenberger calls a timeout with her team in their largest deficit of this third set, and the Blue Demons knocking on the door of a big third set victory here. We'll have the remaining 2 points. Blue Demons looking to close it out on the other side. Blue Demons trying to close this one out. They've got the 4-point lead here, all tied up at 1 set apiece. Molly Murrihy on to serve. Fresh out of the Coach Peffenberger timeout, trying to regather this team. And a nice stuff at the net by Hannah Carl, and she is fired up. A big play there for the freshman. Has the Blue Demons 1 point away. Can Murray and the Blue Demons close it out here? Off of Overbeck. Nice block attempt by the Blue Demons. Here's Carl trying to close it, and she is stuffed. Delaney Hogan picking up the block there. That brings Alyssa Overbeck, maybe not the steadiest of servers, but picks up the ace there. Alyssa Overbeck did have some trouble with service a season ago. 13 aces to 18 airs, but a critical ace there brings the Musketeers within 3. Emma Price fed to Overbeck. Free ball sent over. Can the Blue Demons capitalize? Evans Allen was met by Overbeck, and the tip over by Kerrigan O'Reilly starts to make things interesting here, and now we'll get a timeout from Coach Zidek. We'll keep it here this time around. Blue Demons with the 2-point lead, but they have watched a 3-0 run from Xavier when it looked like they were in control just a point away. It was 24-19, but now the Musketeers starting to craft a little bit of a run, and they'll need to regather the troops here. This is one of those things. A season ago, the Blue Demons were a team that was learning to win. We saw a number of games slip from the clutches of victory. A lot of people point back to the Butler match where DePaul was up 2-0 and allowed the Bulldogs to come storming back and claim a 3-2 victory. And this is another one of these early tests. You've got the opponent on the ropes. You're 1 point away. And now if Xavier can pull off a couple of points here, they are right back in it. So we'll see. Can the Blue Demons hold strong here out of the timeout? It's Evans Allen, Emma Price, Hannah Carl, Rachel Krasowski, Molly Murrihy, and Jill Presley out there for DePaul. Very young group, met by a couple of vets with this team in Evans Allen and Price. Blue Demons working their way into system. Evans Allen, nice dig by Overbeck. And Presley can't come up with it on the back line. And it's a 4-0 run, and a critical 4-0 run, crafted up by Xavier. Here's Overbeck. Price off the slide, and a big point there to put this one away. And the Blue Demons, a little cardiac test there, but they pull out the 2-point victory in set number 3 and take a 2-1 edge heading into the 4th. They needed that set. They got some timely play throughout, made it interesting at the end. The Musketeers went on a little 4-0 run to provide a little scare, but DePaul pulls it out 25-23. We'll bring you the 4th set when we return here on DePaul All Access. Ready to roll here in set number 4. Blue Demons pulling out a thriller, maybe a little more interesting than they would have liked it to be, but they take the 25-23 winner and take a 2-1 lead, trying to get their first victory over the Musketeers since 2018 in October. That was one of their 5 wins that season. They have not had a lot of success against the Musketeers. 2-8 in the last 10 meetings. Trying to reverse that trend now and start a winning streak. These two teams will, of course, Do battle once again tomorrow afternoon. 1 o'clock, we'll have that matchup for you here on DePaul All Access. Evans Allen gets the start here in this set. Blue Demons picking up the first point. No blocks that time, and the power straight through from Lauren Hanlon. Couldn't find any hands. Rachel Krasowski, the first serve for the Blue Demons in this fourth. Good block that time. The tag team of Donna Brown, and it looked like Presley joining forces that time. This is a big point here. Can DePaul establish momentum here in the fourth? And they'll give it right back. 2-1. Ellie Chafee picking up the point there. Didn't see her in the first two sets. Made a spot appearance in the third and then picking up a point there here in the fourth. Blue Demons keep that one alive. Nice team effort that time. Krasowski corrals that one. Presley tried to aim at the back row there. Couldn't find the hardwood. And it's boiled through. And the Musketeers with back-to-back points. So just when it looked like DePaul might be getting on a little bit of a run, the Musketeers answer with one of their own. Here's Donna Brown. Nice dig by Overbeck, the libero. Wearing that gray and pink shirt. That one caught a fingertip, and Jill Presley collects the point off a hand. Here's Phoenix Lee. Big moment for the freshmen and all the freshmen, really, on this DePaul team, trying to pull off their first victory of the season. And Kerrigan O'Reilly brings the thunder with the right. Evens it up at 3-3. O'Reilly has done it all for the Xavier team. Nelson, right to Chafee. Good block that time. Donna Brown and Bailey Nelson, but they can't put together a second string of blocks, and Xavier has taken the lead. Musketeers 2-3 on the year. Their first Big East matchup of the season, trying to collect conference win number 1. And Presley can't connect the fourth hit that time. Didn't get that one over the net, and it just ricocheted right back into her. Blue Demons trying to get some offense back going. Lee through the middle with Carl. Popped in the air. Nice dig by Krasowski. Here's Nelson. Too strong. It's a 5-1 run for Xavier. And Coach Zidek doesn't want to let this one get out of hand. 6-3 Musketeers here in set number 4. Blue Demons with a 2-1 set edge. We'll be right back on DePaul All Access. Coach Zidek and the Blue Demons looking to halt a little bit of this Xavier momentum. 5-1, the current Musketeer run. That's got them out to the 6-3 edge, and you can add another. 7-3 Xavier as they start to take command here in set number 4. They showed some fight down the stretch of that third set. Blue Demons were up big, 24-19, had them on the ropes. But then a 4-0 run by Xavier helped pull them back in before the Blue Demons ultimately pulled away, as the service error that time from Ellie Chafee. That's something that can really kill some momentum. Let's see if the Blue Demons can take advantage here. It's Jill Presley on the service. Sloppy execution that time. Blue Demons off a hand. Oh, no, it didn't. Caught nothing there, and Donna Brown just a little too much power through the middle. Thought it may have caught a hand or two, at least off of the ricochet, but maybe just hit off the net there in front. Brown tries to get it back. She was rejected. Nice no-look feed. Crafty move by the sophomore Kerrigan O'Reilly. Not looking like an underclassman on that one. And Xavier with the 9-4 lead. Do or die time for the Musketeers. There's Nelson with authority. Bailey Nelson leads all hitters with 12 kills right now. And an ace that time. Donna Brown, her second ace of the match, inching DePaul closer and closer here. Brown again. Off the slide, and Brown can't dig it out from the delivery from Delaney Hogan. It'll be these same two teams tomorrow. Never easy taking on a team in back-to-back days, you know, especially for the losing team. You sit around in your room just waiting to get back into action as that one sails long. Musketeers refurbish their 5-point lead. Nelson with a power again. You know, she was a little down after that second Marquette game. Only 5 kills in that match, and she has come back with a major response here against Xavier. She's up to 13 now. Molly Murrihy on. O'Reilly tried the no-look that time. DePaul wasn't fooled. Evans Allen. And we'll see Allison Denneman check in. The Pacific transfer. Went towards the scorer's table to save that one. And the Blue Demons never could really get into their system that time. Denneman, one of the many newcomers you will see with DePaul, coming all the way over from the West Coast. Denneman rejected that time. She'll try it again. And it's dug out by Franksman. Murray was tripped up that time by the libero, Rachel Krasowski. And a couple of sloppy possessions by DePaul, and Coach Zidek wants to clean things up. Her Blue Demons in a 6-point hole here in the 4th set. DePaul on top 2-1, but some work to do here in set number 4. We'll be right back on DePaul All Access. Back at McGrath-Phillips Arena here, continuing this 4th set with the Musketeers, a commanding 6-point lead. Blue Demons already using their second timeout of this 4th set. And plenty of work to do as Denneman keeps that one in. Price on the slide. Franksman tried to answer. Nice job as Murray tipped that one over. And it looked like she crossed over the line that time. Few too many steps into enemy territory from Murray, who came charging in. Xavier doubling up, but Overbeck with the service error that time. Let's see if DePaul can turn that into a bit of an offensive run here. You don't have to get all 6 back, but if you can chunk off maybe 3 here, make things a little bit closer, and put together an extended run. Nice no-look feed that time. Ellie Chafee goes off a couple of hands. Now we'll see Mariah Hopkins check in. This is her first action today. Evans Allen rejected. Tries to reset the DePaul offense. Can't do it. Hopkins, the big swinger, collects that point. And Xavier back out to an 8-point lead. Mariah Hopkins off the bench, and the senior already with a couple impact plays. Here's Price. The defense of this Musketeers team, as nobody got a piece of that one. And it's a 9-point lead. When Xavier, when they have rained it on, it has poured. They won 25-16 back in the second set and have kept it close in each of the other 2 that they have lost, including a 2-point loss in the last set, the third one. Price collects her own stuff. Blue Demons battling. Here's Price. Finds the corner. Emma Price, her 10th kill of the match. Second Blue Demon into double figures. But here's the difference in the game right now. Xavier with 16 blocks to DePaul's 4. Super active at turning away some good opportunities that the Blue Demons have had. Price again. Can the Blue Demons string together the run? Is this the moment, is the turning point potentially for DePaul? Krasowski on to serve again. Chafee gets that one to drop. Ellie Chafee, one of the interesting members of this team. A player who Coach Pfaffenberger calls the wild card. They brought her in, thought she would be more of a role player, but whenever her and the rest of the staff give her some sort of challenge, she always answers the call. And that's allowed her to be much more than what the staff thought she would be. And that's, I think, a testament just not only to Chafee, as Emma Price gets that kill, but also to the coaching staff who has done a nice job at developing her and maybe outdoing whatever recruiting rankings or services were saying about her. Blue Demons back within 7. Phoenix Lee puts it back in. Nice dig that time. Presley tried to tap it over. Here's Nelson. Her floater won't go. And nobody there in the center of the defense. And it's Chafee again. Chafee only in her second set today, but she's got 6 kills. And Xavier's 6 points away. That one wide. Blue Demons will tack that one back. But even when the Blue Demons look like they're going to go on a run, Xavier quickly has been silencing it and saying, hey, you know what? We can trade point for point with you. We can do that with the 7-8 point lead that they've held for the majority of this match. Krasowski forced to send the free ball over, but there's Brown with a big-time block. Now Brown picking up a critical point. Do the Musketeers have an answer for this mini DePaul run? 19-13 the score. Presley to serve. Overbeck handles. Nora Painter back in. It's a free ball sent over. Nelson met at the summit. And there is yet another block for this Xavier team. They're up to 17 now and have only registered 2 errors. Donna Brown with the floats. Won't go. Painter again. Nice dig out of the back by Presley. Nice dig on the other end. Tag team effort for the Musketeers. O'Reilly tries to do it all herself. There's Deneman. Sends it back. And nobody there. Nice job by Nora Painter. First couple of opportunities rejected, but the stick-to-itiveness there results in Xavier getting their 8-point lead back here. With their backs against the wall, they're down 2-1 right now. But in the sets that they have won, they have looked dominant. Bailey Nelson gets the kill off the block that time. We've got ourselves a football score here in the Big East, 21-14. Musketeers on top. Now Donna Brown yanked off the floor. It'll be Sierra Ellison. One of those freshmen. Coach Zidek seeing a big opportunity to maybe make the run because it's kind of getting late now. And it pays off right there. Nice job by DePaul defensively and also getting into their own system. And they forced the mid hit from Xavier. And now Coach Peffenberger doesn't want to let this set get away from her team. They've got the 6-point advantage here. And they'll take 70 seconds here to talk things over. All right, so to reset what's been going on so far. Blue Demons took the first and the third. 25-19 was the first, and things got a little interesting in the third. Score maybe a little closer than the entire outlook of that third set, but the Blue Demons took that one 25-23. Xavier with a commanding 25-16 thrashing in set number 2, and are trying to take it again in a similar convincing fashion here in the fourth. But the Blue Demons starting to string together a couple of points here. They've picked up back-to-back points. And it'll be Sierra Ellison, the freshman. Had an ace last time out against Marquette. And it'll try to do a little damage here. DePaul. I mentioned the struggles against this Xavier team. Musketeers lead the all-time series 19-6. Blue Demons had the lead 1-0 and then 2-1. And this is part of that learning process of learning how to close out games, finishing off victories that Coach Zidek wants to see out of her team. All right, so it's Ellison on to serve. Blue Demons trailing by 6. That one's wide. And just like that, you didn't have to chunk it all off at once. Again, you can't get the 7-point play here in volleyball, but you can go on some timely runs. And the Blue Demons with a couple of 3-0 spurts, but that service error there could kill a little momentum that the Blue Demons had. They were within 5 and rolling, but the service error there, a critical one to put it back to half a dozen in favor of Xavier. O'Toole on to serve. Donna Brown. Rather, that's Avery Evans-Allen. And nobody on that back line, and Evans-Allen exploited that gap in the defense. And it's back to a 5-point lead for Xavier. Molly Murrihy, she's been very consistent on that back end. Can't keep that one inside the lines, though. Tough little play for Murray. And nothing she could do to pop that one back in the air. Just too much power that time. And the Xavier lead blossoms back to 6 out of the kill from Delaney Hogan. Evans-Allen sets it up. Nice dig out that time by O'Toole, and nobody on that right end. Almost like a fast break worked there in basketball. Everyone went for the rebound, but nobody was there on the other end when the defense got the ball. Evans-Allen stuffed. Xavier 1 point away here. Deneman keeps the Blue Demons alive. Deneman picks up her first kill of the afternoon, and it's back to a 6-point lead. Can Deneman keep the Blue Demons alive here in the 4th? Franksman tips that one over. Price finds the back line. All right, so a little bit of a run. Blue Demons backs against the wall here in this 4th set. Again, DePaul doesn't need this 4th set. They would like it. Not the case for Xavier. They do need this one. DePaul with the 2-1 edge in the best of 5. Here's Deneman. And that one sails long, and just like that, the Blue Demons with a little bit of life here. And Coach Peffenberger doesn't want to let this one get out of hand. 24-20 as we are heading down the final stretch. DePaul looked like they were dead to rights. It was 24-16, but a quick 4-0 run. And we've seen some of it coming on the missed hits of Xavier. So the Blue Demons, can they close this one out? Again, it's going to be very tough to craft together another little 4-0 run. But we have seen stranger things happen, and this is part of that learning to win process that Coach Zidek has preached to our team last season and into this season. Coach Z in year number 3, the record isn't shiny, 19-42, but moving up 100 RPI points a season ago. And then this year, already competitive with Marquette. It may not show it in the final box score, 3-0-3-0, but there's just a couple little things here and there that could have allowed the Blue Demons to pick off a set potentially, and they play close with Creighton to close out the year last year, win 3 of 4 to finish the season, and you are seeing the Zidek effect, if you will, in year numbers 2 and 3. All right, Deneman back on to serve. Can the Blue Demons string together another 4-0 run and force some extra points here? Chafee, nice dig out by Murray. Another good dig for Murray. Blocked that time, and another big-time point for this Blue Demons offense as Evans-Allen the one to emerge with the block out of the pack. These Blue Demons are fired up and showing some fight. Deneman again. Oh, and that one, just a little mishit. The ricochet off the hands of Murray. And Deneman thought she had the clean look on the back line, but instead it turns into point 25, and we will go to the 5th. 1st to 15 coming up. We'll be right back on DePaul All Access. In the words of Cake, we are going the distance here. On to set 5. Blue Demons took sets 1 and 3, and Xavier has claimed the even-numbered ones. Blue Demons won the coin flip and will begin with service as Phoenix Lee steps to the back line. 1st to 15 here. Can the Blue Demons pull off conference win number 1 and win number 1 overall in the season? Little miscommunication there. Sends a free ball over DePaul's way. and it's turned away. The block party continues on the other end. Already the 18th block we have seen from this Xavier squad. A little over 3 a set. How about another? Hopkins and Hogan, the H attack. And it's the Musketeers with the early 2-0 edge in this pivotal 5th set. Chafee on the serve. Rolled over. Here's Hopkins. She'll try her luck at a roll. Can't get anything to fall. There's Nelson. Whenever things start to go awry, that's the player the Blue Demons have leaned on, as she picks up kill number 16. It's been Nelson and Price, the heavy hitters for the Blue Demons. Nelson with the aforementioned 16 kills, and then 13 for Emma Price. Here's Denneman. She's made appearances in each of the last 3 sets now, as Hopkins beats the block, and it's 3-1 Musketeers. Stevie Wolf on to serve. Brown tried to tip that one over. Gonna send a free ball the other way. Brown finds the gap in the defense. And Donna Brown, the 3rd member in double figures for DePaul. That's her 10th kill. Also has contributed with 5 blocks in this one. 3 on her own and 2 helpers. And a couple of aces. Really stuffing the stat sheet. Trying to turn it into a DePaul win, as Hogan goes off the block attempt that time by Denneman. And Xavier doubling up the Blue Demons early. 5th set, all tied at 2 apiece. Again, not your typical race to 25. Instead, it's 15. Evans Allen just checked in and making a big impact through the middle. That brings the junior transfer Molly Murrihy in. 6-foot setter from that Big East logo on the basketball court, and it turns into an error. This is not the set to be giving away some free points. Already the 7th service error for the Blue Demons. Couple that with the blocks, and that's where you're going to find yourself in some trouble. Evans Allen tried to put that one back, couldn't do it. Now she'll try again. 2nd attempt, not fruitful either. Some sloppy execution. Here's Denneman, off a couple of hands and gets it to go. Allison Denneman only in her 2nd set, but making a little bit of an impact each time she goes out there. Picks up kill number 2. Also has contributed 5 digs on the back end. And remember, she was the server through that critical 6-0 run that nearly brought DePaul victory. Out of the outstretched arms of Overbeck, and we're all tied at 5. You know, Xavier had the early command in this set, but we have seen, I feel like so far, through the first 4, that team that kind of gets an early stranglehold is not the one that's come away with victory. We'll see if that reigns true once again. Nice effort there, but they're going to say it's outside the antenna. That one was called from all the way across. Coach Zidek saying that's got to be the call of the left side line judge, Stephen Morioka, It was Roger Ozima on the complete opposite corner of the court who made the call. Either way, it ends in a Xavier point. Miss hit that time. Evans Allen just has to bump it over. And Ellie Chafee extends the lead to 2. O'Reilly on to serve. Price sent back. Presley tries the other end and grabs the corner. Brings it back to a 1-point deficit for the Blue Demons. And the libero, Rachel Krasowski, will try to tie this one up here. Oh, she gambled for it. There was a giant hole in the front right 2 sides. Krasowski tried to go for it all, and the low-lining serve found its way into the net for the 9th service error for the Blue Demons. Brown couldn't find a hand on that one. And the Musketeers now with their largest lead of this 5th set. Franksman serves it into play. That one did find a hand. And the Blue Demons back within 2. Donna Brown picking up another kill that time. That brings Phoenix Lee into the match. Lee with 32 assists. One of the 2 setters out there, Murray, also with 23. Lee saves that one, but a whistle. And I think we got a net violation. Yes, we did. Ellie Chafee will serve. Starting to get into crunch time here. That one ricochets off the net. And put away easily. Nice job there by Bailey Nelson to find the opening in the defense. And the Blue Demons back within 2. Nelson, her 17th kill. Presley serve. And it grabs the back end. Handcuffed the back line player, Kelly Franksman, on that one. Couldn't decide whether or not to try to keep that one in play or try for the service error. And, I mean, you can't really blame her. The Blue Demons with 9 errors so far today, but that one not going to be one of them. The ace. Popped up Denneman. Dug out. Nice job, Franksman. Hopkins swung that one through. Here's Denneman. She goes off the block, and it's a 3-0 run there for DePaul to tie this up at 10 apiece. A critical run for the DePaul Blue Demons, and they are right back in this one. A nail-biter here in set number 5. We're going to keep it here during the Xavier timeout. Coach Peffenberger doesn't want to let this one slip away. Trying to continue her dominance over DePaul. She has had plenty of success. 8-2 in the last 10 meetings. The last Blue Demon win came all the way back in October of 2018. Musketeers swept last year 3-2 and 3-1. But trying to not let this one slip away, because you got to remember, you look at the set breakdowns, Xavier has been the much more dominant team in terms of when they are winning the sets. They had the 25-16 in the second, and then they held leads of 9 and 8 for most of the 4th set, but only could squeak out a 4-point victory to show. Meanwhile, DePaul, each of their winning sets have come in much closer fashion. The 25-16 winner in the first probably doesn't tell the whole story. That was within 3 points before the Blue Demons really pulled away at the end. And then in the third, it was a 2-point victory for DePaul, albeit probably felt more like 4 or 5. Regardless, we are squared away at 10 here in the race to 15 in set number 5. Both teams trying to pick up their first conference victories. Oh, that one was probably headed over the line, but it won't matter. Presley couldn't handle it on the back end, and Xavier doesn't relinquish the lead. So the freshman Stevie Wolf into serve. Bailey Nelson off the miss hit from Presley. And that one into the net. Best chance for DePaul there was to get a fourth hit, and we know how that goes. Musketeers back up by a pair. It's Wolf again. Put up in the air. Here's Denneman. She's made quite the impact here in the fifth set. Denneman going to try it again. Can't grab a hand or the corner. And now Xavier responds to the Blue Demons 3-0 run with a 3-0 set of their own. And they have the Blue Demons on the ropes here with the 3-point lead. Only needing 2 more here, and that prompts Marie Zidek to call her first time out of the fifth set. Talking things over with her assistants, Aaron Higgins and Nick Vogel. Higgins in her second season on the staff, Nick Vogel in his third. Vogel been along for the entire ride here on the Marie Zidek coaching tenure. A couple of the big statistics that you've seen so far in this game. Blue Demons have done pretty well on the service in terms of turning it into points. You can tell they're the ones risking it a lot more often. They've got 5 aces, but they've also turned it into 9 service errors as well. But this is the critical one. 21 blocks for Xavier to just 9 in the game for DePaul. And that Xavier defense has kept plenty of points and maybe even a set or 2 off of the tab of the Blue Demons. So Stevie Wolf trying to put this one away for Xavier. Her Musketeers are 2 points away. But not if Bailey Nelson has anything to say about it. The game-high 18th kill right there. She has been dynamic in all 5 sets. And that brings Sierra Ellison into serve. She did have an ace last time out against Marquette, the freshman from Virginia. The service collected by Overbeck. And can't pick it up on the back end. Too much for Presley. And it's officially do or die for the Blue Demons. And Coach Zidek might as well use the timeout here. Her team down by 3. We did see the Blue Demons. They were down 10-7, put together a little 3-0 run. Got it right back to 10-10, but it's been a 4-1 sprint for Xavier here. We're going to try to close this one out. They sit a point away. Big performers on the other side for Xavier. It's been Kerrigan O'Reilly. She's set it up with a double-double. In fact, a triple-double, count it. 12 digs, 44 assists, and 11 kills for the talented sophomore out of Westerville, Ohio. And then leading the way in kills, it's the freshman Delaney Hogan trying to do what she did the same time in the last match, and that's lead the team in kills. She's got a dozen here, and that's one of the names you need to mark. Meanwhile, for DePaul, they've got 3 players, much like Xavier, in the double-digits kills club. Nelson with 18, Price with 13, and Donna Brown with 11. But the only statistic either of these 2 teams care about right now is picking up that first conference win. It's at stake for both of them. Musketeers 2-3 entering the year, but playing in their first conference matchup of the season. Meanwhile, Blue Demons 0-2 in the Big East. And it's an uphill climb to try to get into that top 2 in the Midwest to qualify for the Big East tournament. Oh, miscommunication there. And O'Reilly is going to get a little greedy there and try to do it herself and sent it over the back line. So that brings the sure-handed Molly Murrihy in. This is who we've seen Coach Zidek go to when she needs points from the service line. Here's the first one from Murray. And that will do it. The power from who else but Delaney Hogan. And she's going to close this one out as Xavier takes the second, the fourth, and the fifth. Quasi comeback action there. They had their backs up against the wall a couple times, and they claim the final 2 sets to win this one 3-2 in the home opener for the DePaul Blue Demons. Well, the nature of it is that you get to do it again tomorrow. Blue Demons and Musketeers will do battle at 1 p.m. tomorrow, Saturday afternoon, to close out this 2-game stretch between the two teams. Blue Demons will try to pick up a revenge victory tomorrow after they had a 2-1 set lead here on this Friday afternoon. Special thank you to all of our DePaul All Access staff for all of their help. We'll be back at it again tomorrow. Can't wait to bring all the volleyball action to you guys here on DePaul All Access. So for my producer, Nate Jelenik, I'm Tyler Rocky saying so long. Blue Demons will try to do it again tomorrow here on DePaul All Access.